vlog. It is about 11 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Just getting started with the vlog now. But it's a beautiful day. I'm getting ready to go to the local cafe here in town called Jack's Place. And I'm going to meet my mom there for coffee. I love Jack's because they have all kinds of really neat knickknacks and things like that. So I'll try, if the place isn't too busy, to show you around a little bit. Alright, hi there guys. I've come now to sit and film this week's book talk video. So I'm going to do that now. I had a great time with my mom. As you saw, I was waiting for her in the coffee shop. She came briefly and then instead we went for lunch. So we went to a place here in town called the 1979 Tap House. It's so delicious. I didn't end up vlogging anything there because we were just kind of chatting and having a nice time. So she's gone now to Arizona for a few weeks. Her and her partner have a home down there, so she goes down a few times a year, which is exciting. So she's gone now, I think, until the end of March, which happy for her, sad for me, because I always miss her when she's gone. So yeah, it's now Thursday. So it's been a couple of days since I vlogged, but there hasn't been too much going on. It's been a quiet few days, just kind of getting some housework done. The weather's been so nice out. It's sunny and warm and just really unseasonable for February in Alberta. So I've been in kind of a spring cleaning sort of mode. So we've been doing that. And yeah, I'm trying to remind myself that this is just a prank spring, that winter's going to come back. I saw a meme on the internet somewhere calling, you know, the fake spring, the spring of deception. So that's what we're in now. So it goes winter, spring of deception, second winter. And so I'm just gonna enjoy this while we have it. It's like +6 out today and just full sun. So I'm gonna go now and film this book talk. It's gonna be a long one, I fear, because it's a complicated book and it was so good. And not that it's a complicated book, it's not like it's a difficult book or anything like that, but there's just a lot going on and I can't wait to share with you guys. All right, see you in a bit. All right, hi there guys. You remember last time I was talking to you and I mentioned that we were currently in the spring of deception? Well, now today we're in the middle of a snowstorm. Spring is a very chaotic weather time here. I know a lot of you guys live in places like that too, but I do know some of you live where the weather's pretty constant all year round, and I can't even imagine what that's like. So it's Saturday night now, and I just we're sitting, getting ready to watch some Outlander. I've convinced Ed to watch it with me, so we're gonna go back and start at the beginning. Little Miss Trixie is here too. I don't know if you can quite see her because it's pretty dark in here, but she's hanging out on the couch, just having a relaxing Saturday. She refuses to go outside because of the snowstorm, so she's just staying warm at this point. A couple of book talks ago, I was showing my to be read pile, and this was one of the books. So this is the one I'm doing now for Friday's video. We'll all be burnt in our beds some night. It's a very interesting story, and it's actually written by a Newfoundland author, which I'm from Newfoundland, if you didn't know. And it was longlisted for the Scotiabank Giller Prize the year it came out, which was a few years ago at this point. I'm not entirely sure. Let me check. It was written, okay, 2017. That's not too long ago. More recent than I thought, actually. Interesting. It's Sunday, so of course that means Ed is here making his most delicious French toast. So good. We started Outlander last night.
Yes.
We're gonna watch the first episode.
Yeah, we finished the first episode. Okay, like, this is very early on in it to me, so my big thing is I really hope that she gets back to her husband eventually, because I have no real connection or attachment to any of the people in the past for her.
There's a, I don't know if you guys can see that, there's a snowblower going by.
Yeah, we have a little bit of snow last night.
But so far, you're enjoying it?
So far, yes. Yes.
You getting some bacon on?
I'm trying to, yeah.
Looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Alright, hi there guys. I thought I would hop on here now and finish up this week's vlog. I got a cup of tea here in my Be Weird and Wonderful mug. I think it's so cute. It's got a little narwhal there. And the tea I've got is chai. It smells so good. It's too hot to sip yet, but it smells so good. Nothing beats that spicy chai scent. Love it. I did my nails this morning, as I showed you earlier in the vlog, I believe. The snowstorm is finally over. The snow has stopped falling. So today, originally, I've been hoping to go and visit my sister, but even though the snow's not falling anymore, it's, the roads are just a mess. And I figured better stay home and not risk it. Also, I'm just I hate winter driving on roads that are icy. So we're staying home today, unfortunately, because I really wanted to see her, my nephew, my brother-in-law, all of them, but that's it. This tea, you guys, it smells so good. So it is Sunday afternoon now. Ed and I have watched the first 4 episodes of season 1 of Outlander. I swear I've seen the first season of Outlander like 3 times at this point. I love it. And he seems to be enjoying it. So that's great. And there's just something that makes watching something with someone more fun than watching it alone. So that'll be good. And I think season 5 is currently playing now on TV. Have you guys watched Outlander? Have you read Outlander? I haven't read all of it, but I've read the first few, and I love the story, which should come as no surprise because I always love period pieces. So what else can I tell you? I don't know. There's not been a whole lot going on this weekend. Ever since I posted the American Dirt review a few weeks ago, I've been doing a ton of research, and I've had some people leave really helpful links and whatnot for reading that I can do, which I appreciate so much because, like I said in that video, I just don't know much about the situation. And people have been so just helpful, you know, in sharing what they know, and I love that. And the more I read about the situations down there, the more I can understand the ridiculousness of some of the things in this book and the way it's portrayed. One woman left a fantastic comment on that video, and in the comment she sort of laid it out in a way that's easy to understand. And she sort of said, you know, imagine, the comment is pinned on that video, so if you want to get it word for word, go and check that out. But she said, like, imagine if I wrote a book about a Canadian that was full of just like nothing but stereotypes. You know, she's got a pet moose. She says a lot. All she does is eat maple syrup, things like that. And then say I've written a book about what it's actually like to be Canadian, and then to the American publishers, they publish her book instead because it's something that's more familiar to them and something that makes more sense to them and will probably be more popular. And then here I am being like, what, how is this what got published that's so full of just so much misinformation, whereas what I've done, just nobody understands. And just the way she worded that just put it in so much perspective. Like, it's just like, oh, I hear you. And yeah, so basically I've been looking into finding some books written by people who are, you know, Mexican, who have written stories that show in a more true light the true experience. So I'm going to be doing a book talk on one of those, hopefully very soon. And yeah, it'll be interesting just to see the differences, first of all, in how the stories are told, but then also to get the true and real story from somebody who has lived it. Because you can research things as much as you want, you can, you know, try to put yourself in someone's shoes as much as you want, but we need the stories from the people who have lived the experiences. And so I can't wait to read that and share it with you, and then be able to in turn recommend to you a better book if you want to read about the situation. So I guess what I can say for American Dirt now is that hopefully, because it's out there now, it's out there, it's, you know, Oprah's book club book, there's all this controversy surrounding it, so that's going to draw more people to read it than would have if there was no controversy surrounding it. So I guess the best at this point that we can hope is that it'll have the effect on more people than it had on me, where it makes me want to go and learn the true stories, hear the true stories from the people who lived it, and or are living it, I should say. And yeah, so once I've received the book and read it, I look forward to sharing it with you. Also, I just want to say a quick thank you, this is separate but also book related, to my friend Kim V. She recently sent me in a private message a sort of sheet with upcoming new books that are coming out, and she pointed one out that she thought I would like, which, thank you, Kim. This is not the first time you have thought of me and sent me something like this. I just love it. But actually from that sheet that she sent, I've got a few, I think 3 books put into my cart. They're not released yet, so they come out later in March. So thanks, Kim. That got me 3 new books to share with everyone, and I can't wait to read those. They all sounded great, honestly, for the most part, except the more romancy ones. I'm not super into full-on romance, but a lot of people are, so definitely lots of great books coming out. I sometimes get overwhelmed because there are so many amazing books that I'll never get to read. There's just no time. So many books, so few years. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and thanks to everyone who always leaves such helpful, patient, informative comments on the American Dirt video, but on all videos. Anytime you share your thoughts with me, I appreciate it very much. So that's going to do it for me for this week. I hope you had a great weekend, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys.